everyone, welcome to Austin. I'm Ellen Reynolds. As you can see, it's springtime in Texas. And one of the things we love to do as soon as the weather gets nice is have cookouts with our family and friends. We make burgers, we make chicken, we make ribs on the grill. But my personal favorite thing about cookouts are the side dishes, which is why I'm so excited to share with you my first dish for the Real Women of Philadelphia contest, Jalapeno Hushpuppies. Come on inside and let's get started. My jalapeno Hushpuppies are a stepped-up version of a classic Southern Hushpuppy. In my house, we love to make these Hushpuppies in place of your more typical French fry. To get started, there are a couple of things we need to do first. We're going to make some creamed corn, and we're going to quick pickle a few jalapenos. Now, ordinarily, we would have about 50 jalapenos, and we'd douse them in about 2 gallons of liquid to pickle them. But it's not quite time for jalapeno harvest here in Texas, so I just bought 5 jalapenos and we'll chop up and use what we need for the recipe. So what you want to do is take a microwave safe container and we're going to put equal parts of water and white vinegar in. So here we're going to do a cup of each. So I have a cup of water already ready and we're just going to add a cup of white vinegar. So we're just going to pour this in, get it up to the 2-cup line. Perfect. And now we just get to dump our jalapenos in. There we go, just push them down, make sure they get covered. And then we're gonna just put in a pinch of kosher salt. You can also use pickle salt if you have that. We'll cover your container, and we're gonna put the whole mixture into the microwave for about 3 minutes or until the water boils. So, in like so, and then now you can tell when the jalapenos are done because you can see that they've changed color a little bit and they'll probably still be bubbling just a tad when you take them out of the microwave. We're going to let them cool in the liquid for a bit and we'll just set them aside until we're ready to use them. Now obviously we haven't pickled them in the traditional sense, but the beauty of this method is that it's quick and the jalapenos will still be crisp. Plus, we've taken the raw edge off of them and you can use them in all sorts of recipes moving forward. You can also keep these sealed in the refrigerator in the liquid for several weeks and use them as you go. Meanwhile, we'll mix up some cream corn. This is a family favorite and something that shows up at just about every barbecue here in Texas. Plus, it is super easy to make and it's so good homemade that it's almost a crime not to do it yourself. So we're going to start with about a half a bag of frozen corn. Just dump this right into the skillet. Next, we're going to add our cream component. We like our cream corn a little bit tangier, so we're going to use a Philadelphia cream cheese instead of the traditional cream that the recipe calls for. Cream cheese will not only add a deeper flavor to the finished dish, but it also does a really good job at marrying together other flavors in the dish. So in this case, we're going to add in some jalapenos and onions, and it should really bring those flavors out. But you could also add things like chives or cilantro or even a little bit of garlic salt. So we're going to use about a third and we'll just chop this into little pieces. And then we're just going to dump it right into our skillet along with the corn. After we add the cream cheese, we're going to use 2 tablespoons of butter, just a pinch of sugar, a pinch of kosher salt, and a little bit of pepper just to season it for taste. That should do it. This whole mixture is going to go on the stove on medium to low heat until everything is hot and blended together. Alright y'all, I think we're almost done. As you can see, everything is steaming and it seems to be blended together really well. So let's just take a quick taste and make sure that all of our flavors are right. I wish y'all could be here to try this. It's amazing. The cream cheese has brought out the pepper and the corn flavor perfectly. So let's just go ahead and move this off the heat and we'll just put it in a bowl off to the side to cool. Now we could stop right there and we'd still have a wonderful side dish for our cookout. But because it's the weekend, we're going to do something a little extra. We're going to take our cream corn mixture and some jalapenos and put together a Hushpuppy batter. Because the Hushpuppies will need to be deep fried, we're going to go ahead and get our oil ready. We're going to need to bring the oil to 350 degrees. And one to make sure that we keep the temperature steady and constant. That'll ensure that when we drop our Hush Puppies in, they cook through nice and even and stay crispy on the outside. Next, we're going to dice up about 4 jalapenos to add to our cream corn mixture. A little word from the wise. I'm going to wear a glove on my hand because you never quite know what the jalapenos are going to be like until you start cutting them. Sometimes we get really hot ones and they'll still continue to sting your eyes and tingle your nose even after a hot bath, so I'm just not going to take any chances. So we're going to start cutting our jalapeno by chopping off the very top of it. And then we're going to section it into about 4 equal pieces, and you can see all the yummy jalapeno juice that's running out since we've pickled these. So just section into 4, and then we're just going to kind of scrape out all the seeds and the little white membrane. The seeds can be very spicy. We don't want that to be in our food. Just continue. Next, we're just going to dice these up, and the easiest way is just to cut them in half again, and then just do really small little pieces. And you'll just continue to do this for all 4 jalapenos, and then we'll add them into our mixture and stir it together. Alright, so now it's time to combine all of our ingredients and put together a Hush Puppy batter. We have our cream corn mixture, which is nice and cool now, and to that we're going to go ahead and add our jalapenos, which we diced up earlier. And then I have a small onion, which I diced up and sauteed in a little bit of butter on the stove until it was soft and clear. And you can see what that looks like here. That's going to go in too. And then we have a half a cup of self-rising flour and a cup of cornmeal. And the cornmeal is what is going to make these taste all delicious and homey. So I'm going to go ahead and stir these ingredients together real fast. So now that we've mixed all this together, we're going to add enough buttermilk until we have a pasty consistency. And I'm just going to add a little bit at a time until we've got the right consistency going. Alright, so we're frying our Hush Puppies now. Just go ahead and drop them into the oil, and you can see that they're sizzling. That's exactly what you want. And don't worry if some of the corn pops out, that's fine. Just push them around and make sure that they're getting cooked evenly on all sides. You can see it, and they're starting to get brown. Perfect. Using a spider like this is really great because you can pick them out, and this one's really cheap. I found it at TJ Maxx for like $1. This one looks golden brown. It's just about done. I'm going to lift them out as they get finished and just move them over to a wire rack to drain and cool. Alright, we're all done. We fried all our Hush Puppies. This is exactly what you want to see. They're perfectly browned on all sides. You can see the corn, you can see the jalapenos. So let's just break one open and try it. Yum. Can y'all see that? It's perfect. They're amazing, y'all. So we're just going to pop a few into our cone, get them ready to serve to cook out tonight. Who knows? Maybe we won't even need the barbecue. Hi y'all, it's finally time for our cookout. Thank you so much for stopping by today and cooking with me. Our Hush Puppies are ready, and we're having burgers fresh off the grill, and of course a Steiner, because you can't come to Texas and not have a Steiner. I hope you enjoy these Hush Puppies as much as we do.